This morning at 8:20, our Ledyard Police Patrol Division responded to the call of a vandalism at the Southeastern Connecticut Water Authority pump house located on East Drive in Gales Ferry section of town. Our officers responded. What they found was the building had been breached. There was containers and debris strewn around, a container thrown into an area pond, which is not part of the water supply, and some graffiti as well in the area. So our officers conducted an investigation, included neighborhood canvas, received physical evidence, and the incident is under active investigation. Ledyard Police Patrol and Detective Divisions are both involved in the active investigation. So we've been in contact with all of our emergency management partners, all of our fellow emergency responders, notified the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The Department of Public Health's been in touch with us. So as of right now, it's an active investigation. I know those entities have issued an advisory that started as a boil water advisory and now has been upgraded by the Department of Public Health to a do not drink advisory. They're taking samples from, or have taken samples, I should say, from the wells and the water supply, and they expect the results to be back within 1 to 2 days to confirm that there is no contamination in the drinking water based on the incident. The pump house services an area of Gales Ferry. It has about 800 customers. It's a very densely residential section of our town. So obviously we want to get the information out to as many of our residents as we can out of an abundance of caution.
So now, in this 1 to 2 days, so what can people do in the meantime with their water supply?
Well, in the meantime, I suggest that they don't drink their tap water. That's the advisory that we're getting from the Department of Public Health. And at this point in time, again, it's kind of a waiting game for the samples. So in the meantime, out of an abundance of caution, to drink bottled water and to use bottled water for the cooking. And at this point, we're going to continue the investigation. So if anyone has information that lives in the area that may have seen anything that they may or may not have thought suspicious at the time over the weekend, please contact the Ledyard Police Department, 860-464-6400, and we'll take it from there.
I don't think people understand how serious this is. I mean, you have Homeland Security, FBI, Health Department. I mean, this is not your typical, hey, let's break in and entering vandalism, right?
Well, I'm not sure what the intent was at the time of the people involved, and I'm hoping that we're gonna find out what that was. But at this point in time, anything that involves the public water supply is a matter of basically of public security and general public health, and it is very serious. So we're taking it seriously, and again, we're working with all of our law enforcement partners to try to bring this to a successful resolution.
Now, you mentioned there were containers that were found. Do we know what was in those containers or what they were labeled as?
No, and I can't speculate. I know that they were tossed about into an area body of water, again, which is not part of the public water supply, just more of a catch basin, drainage type of situation. But it just appears that it was just general vandalism, and that we can't speculate. I'm sure that people on site may know more about what's contained in those containers.
How big were the containers?
I don't know.
In terms of boiling water, is that still okay to do, or they should just not use water at all?
Well, the upgraded guidance from this afternoon from the Department of Public Health was don't drink the water. So as far as the boiling, that's how it started. That's how the alert started, and now we're up to don't drink it. So that's what we're telling people.
And the most concern here is the breach to the pump house. Describe the breach to the pump house.
Well, basically, it's basically a broken door that led to the area which contains the pump that supplies that area. And again, we don't have any indication at the scene that the actual pump or the well itself was breached. But again, out of an abundance of caution, we've notified everybody that needs to be notified.
Are there cameras in the area?
There are no cameras on site in the area specifically, and we're canvassing the neighborhoods to see if there's anyone who has a personal camera or a Ring doorbell or any other type of camera that's for home surveillance.
Do you think this happened this morning or over the weekend?
We believe it's over the weekend, discovered this morning. That's what it looks like.
And this isn't the first time they've broken in?
I don't have any information on that.
Okay, so it's vandalism. Okay.
Yeah.
And they lit something on fire. They pulled debris out of a shed and lit it on fire?
Our fire marshal was down there on scene. I don't have the results of his examination yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll forward to your mouth. All right.
All right.